We got some house cleaning to do here. Housekeeping, rather. We should
Same
clean
thing.
house too.
Exactly.
Yeah, we should clean house on a couple different organizations, maybe some things in Green Bay. But we got some housekeeping to start off with. I have two very important takes. Would you like me to talk about the one that's related to the show first, or the one that's completely separate?
Separate.
Okay. I think we have too many cowards out there that aren't willing to put the Cosby Show on TV.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Cosby Show has some great clips. Bro, I don't know watch an episode, but there are some very funny clips.
It's a banger show, and then from a complete 180 but similar thing, like Viva La Bam, as we've talked about, can also not be found. Like, shut up. Just put it on there. I don't care if anyone's problematic. If we're just hiding all problematic works of art, there would be nothing.
Right. There'd be no such thing as music.
True. Yeah, are we going to take all Kanye's music down? Right. Good luck.
Here's the thing, too. Everybody's like, oh, you can't ban books. Or aren't we doing the same thing then by not showing it, just banning TV shows? Isn't that the same thing?
Like, what? Bill didn't fucking drug and rape somebody on the Cosby Show. I've seen pretty much every episode. I don't remember that one. He just made funny faces that sat people. He was a football coach, I think, for a second. Like, he was in his bag in that show. Very good show.
Yeah.
And then Viva La Bam. I mean, what life lessons can you learn from that? From Don Vito? Really just how to persevere through a lot of bullshit. Vito was an inspiration to everybody.
Yeah, I've been on record saying that Viva La Bam might be the best television show of all time.
It's incredible. It is. I mean, that's childhood right there. Both of those. And then second point, we are nominated for an award.
Oh, here we go.
We need everyone to go and vote. Once I find the correct tab, go to volume1.org. And then all you got to do, if you have an email address, that is all you need to do. You can also create more email addresses, but you click here, the best of awards. You go to media and info. You'll click to sign in here. Go to best local podcast. You can vote up to 2 times. I think you can vote up to more than 2, but all you need is 2. You vote for the 40 Sports podcast.
Yep.
You scroll a little bit more and you vote for Lombardi Sweep. And what I just saw, if you scroll a little bit back up, vote for I Don't Think So.
Oh, nice.
Might as well vote for them as well. So boom, boom, and boom.
I'm gonna take a different direction than the past couple of years, and you guys can throw me to the wolves and not agree with it or not.
Sorry, Trevor.
Vote for all 4.
There it is.
But for sure, vote for 40 Sports and Lombardi Sweep.
Like 2 years ago, we lost to a hockey podcast that I think had 500 followers. I think, and that's like being nice. And they like blew everybody out of the water. We weren't even honorable mention. Like banking podcasts are winning 3 fucking years in a row. Like and I can tell you, I'm going to say this right now. We have literally tried to rig it and it still doesn't work. There is no fucking shot. There are this many people that care this many to put in this many votes where we're not taking top 3. So I'm saying this right now. If we do not get top 3 again, I will be doing everything in my power. My fiance is a programmer. She'll be doing everything in her power. If we're not top 3, there's no other explanation. There's no fucking shot we don't get top 3.
I completely agree. Fully agree. And then also, if you want to go to best local news writer, scroll down to, I assume, the bottom. Yeah, and vote for me there as well. So you can do that. And then if you want to scroll through other Eau Claire stuff, you might as well. I mean, who knows? Who knows what kind of good, cool stuff you can find in here? I mean, the here and there section, banger. Best haunted attraction. Obviously, you go here and you got to vote for. Oh, do they got the? Got to do this one. Twisted Tales of Horror. Boom.
I like the idea that.
No, this one. Field of Screams. This is the banger one. Okay. This one.
I like the idea that we're nominated for the Chippewa Valley Awards, and none of us are based in Chippewa Valley. That'd be kind of fun.
Not anymore. And yeah, we get a microphone at the award show if we win. And that's between now and then, I'm going to have a lot of research on the dark secrets of Raising Cane's, and maybe I'll debut the entire PowerPoint there.
Yeah.
I'll have a room full of people who have to listen to me.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Here's my other thing about this awards. I know this awards is bullshit. The last thing I'll talk about it. You can buy an award before you win it. I did this last year. I got all the way to the checkout thing. Like you can buy a poster for like, hey, we won this before the awards are released. We can just call ourselves the winner. Nobody's gonna know because nobody cares about these awards except for us.
Might have to do it. Yeah, at this point, I'm sick of the bit. I'm sick of being award nominated. I'm sick of barely losing to 30-30, and then all of a sudden I lose to a credit union. Done for that. I mean, what are we doing?
The hockey podcast wasn't even around the next year. How the fuck does that win best podcast and it doesn't exist 3 months later? And how does
Drama.
I'm sorry. How does it take
Who
you
knows?
like 3 fucking months to tally the votes? There are not that many votes.
It's also all electronic. I mean, just look at the number. But maybe they're hand counting it. If they are, I respect that too.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to call for a rigged election. If, like you said, if we are not top 3,
Al Gore.
I will make them hand count it again.
I want an alternate slate of electors. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Can I say a word to you guys and just like see what happens?
Sure.
Okay. Creamsicle.
Not about it.
Really?
No.
Yeah. I don't know why. I've never liked them.
I think I'm in on them.
Okay.
I've done
Like
the song.
just getting in on them, or
No. I've done the song and dance. You know, I brought it to the prom, and things didn't go well, but you know, the after party was fun. Like that, my whole life with you know, Creamsicle. I think I'm in on it right now. Like I went up north to a hunting camp over the weekend, and I got some Creamsicle moonshine, which was incredible. So
interesting.
So I feel like it's a flavor that everybody knows what it is. It's very polarizing, but it feels like it's really hard to find.
You brought Creamsicle to the prom?
Creamsicle, well, in this analogy, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
Also,
I was really hung up on that point.
Yeah.
Did you not see they did have Creamsicle Frosties this summer?
Did that? I missed it.
They did not talk about it at all. Like all their other Frosties that they have right now that are very good. It was okay. If you like Creamsicle, you probably would have loved it. Nothing special though.
I think I do like it.
I don't know why I don't like it.
Right.
I love oranges.
It's orange.
Possibly my favorite fruit. I just don't think I like a sweet orange. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Yep.
Because
But
I
here's
like
the
a
thing.
sour orange.
Here's the thing, Luke. You said they're polarizing, and that's true. I don't think anybody hates creamsicles. They just dislike them.
I think this is
That's
a
fair.
different kind of polarizing, right? When we talk about polarizing, say people either like it or they love it. I feel like people are either like, yeah, it's okay, or no, I don't really like it. That kind of polarizing. It's not like to the extreme.
I've known people that's their go-to.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they weirdos?
Yeah. Yeah. I think my sister was one of them. So fucking maniac. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know why. Because I guess it's not really the same thing. But you remember those cream savers? They had like the raspberry and cream.
Mhm.
Oh,
cream
yeah.
savers.
Those were good.
Those were incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't I like that? I don't know. Maybe, you know what? I'll revisit it. I'm fine with
I
that.
think so. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Are we doing like a whole creamsicle like bar thing? Are we doing like those push-up things, or what are we doing?
I don't know. Again, it feels like there's so many, like, right, when you think of creamsicle, it's like the creamsicle popsicle or whatever the ice cream treat is or whatever. But I think it's kind of transcended. Transcended. That doesn't sound right in my head.
Now I have no idea. Like, I know what you're thinking of. I can't come up with it either.
Transcended.
Thank you.
I think it's
Yes.
kind of transcended that into like all these different variations of creamsicle stuff. But really, I don't ever have any of them. I don't know where to find them. I don't get them. I don't try them. But every time I try them, like, I should get this a little bit more, but not too much more.
Does orange sherbet count as that?
No cream.
Okay. I was going to say, from my memory, I like that. I guess I haven't had that in probably 15 years, but.
Now, here's a question. Are circus peanuts creamsicle flavored?
No, they're banana
No, they're
flavored.
I've
Banana.
never had them, so I have no clue.
Banana flavored.
They're orange. Okay.
And they're peanut shaped, but yes, they are banana flavored.
Okay.
Top
Sorry,
three.
I've never had them, so I don't know.
Oh,
where I'm
you got to
going with
try
that.
them, Trevor. You would love them.
Luke, you love them. You're the only person who likes them.
They're so good. I don't know why other people don't like them.
Because it's just fucking packing peanuts. It's insane.
I will try them this weekend. If they taste like banana, I love banana Laffy Taffy. Best flavor.
No,
so
it does not taste anything like banana Laffy Taffy.
Oh, then I think I might be disappointed here.
It tastes like styrofoam that like the bananas are shipped in. If it's like a package, then you take it out, take one of those. That's what it is.
I know that I have.
I'll try it too.
I know that I have a lot of like weird. Not I'm not gonna say weird, but different like tastes and opinions, I guess, than people. I think we've kind of gone through a lot of them in the show. I don't think I've ever had like more of I'm on an island alone than liking circus peanuts.
Bubblegum ice cream.
In my life, nobody likes circus peanuts.
Bubblegum ice cream.
To be fair, I think I like tried them once, and I was young, and it was just one of those reactions like, "Oh, I shouldn't be eating this. This is not food." But maybe they're good now, knowing like actually you can digest those. I don't know. I just don't know anyone who, because they're never around. You have to seek them out.
You gotta get them at Menards or checkout aisle.
Quick Trip has them too.
I can find them. But no one like you don't stumble upon a circus peanut. You don't go to a party and there's a bowl of circus peanuts.
You've never been to one of my parties.
Sounds wild. Circus peanuts and creamsicles everywhere. That'd be insane.
It's like the opposite of a Diddy
party.
Right.
It is. True.
My other thing that I have a grab bag of questions here about combat sports. I guess, Zach, this is mostly for you, Trevor. I know that you are like you watch UFC, boxing, all that kind of stuff. But I have 4 questions here. Do you just want me to rip them here real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As someone
or what's funnier? Would you rather go all 4 now, or periodically throughout the show you drop another one of them?
I can drop one in every now and then. I want to rip 2 off the bat right away. Then I'll have 2 later in the show.
Sure.
They both have to do with professional wrestling. These first 2.
Okay.
So I heard the news, and as a guy, I don't know that I've ever watched a second of professional wrestling. I heard that John Cena is done.
They're doing the story arc for it now. Yes, he's going to be in a few months.
Okay, so when he inevitably retires, is it? I feel like there's 2 trains of thoughts on how this ends. It's either he's done for sure, or this is the most predictable comeback in like a year from now.
It sounds like this is actually done.
Okay, all right. You're sure? Because this feels like wrestling, like bring the GOAT back. Everyone's going to go nuts. It feels like the most predictable of all time.
I mean, he's done in that he's never going to be like a part of a story again. Could he show up like Stone Cold did at WrestleMania, drive a UTV out there and kick somebody's ass and leave and never be seen from again? Sure. But like, he's not going to be like part of
he's not going to be a plot
again. No.
Was Stone Cold the one who drove the UTV and it hit the woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Got away from him.
Yeah. Yep. I get it. My other question is, how do I guess it would be Roman Greco wrestling, like that kind of college, wrestling, Olympic wrestling, stuff like that. How do they feel about professional wrestlers? Like professional wrestlers in the sense of WWE, AEW, whatever it is. I
feel like they like it because there's a lot of like those people who actually go into pro wrestling. So it's like, because if you are all about real wrestling, let's say your entire life growing up, like this is what you want to do, what's the end goal? It's not like you're a football player trying to make it to the NFL. Like at some point you peak and you made no money. It feels so like what's the end goal? So there's more of them now trying to like parlay that into a professional wrestling or football or something like that. So they like that. And I think pro wrestling, and I'm talking about like the sports entertainment wrestling, I think they really respect them and like celebrate it. Like those people, like a lot of times their character is, they are just this fundamental wrestler guy.
So it's not like this is like, the biggest, one-on-one combat sport of all time, and these guys are making a mockery of it?
No.
Okay.
No, because like, the biggest wrestler, real wrestler, forever or in a long time was Gable Stevenson, right? Right. And he signed a contract with WWE while he was still at Minnesota.
Okay.
So, and he got paid a bunch of money. He ended up just never actually doing it because he was just not very impressive when you stood him next to other people. So that didn't work. But you have Kurt Angle. He was an Olympic gold medalist. That was his entire personality and character. Brock Lesnar, one of the most famous
Yeah.
wrestlers of all time, one of the greatest college wrestlers of all time. So like, there's quite a bit of respect and crossover.
Okay, I'll end this question. I just have one more question off of this, and we can get into Packers talk. But it's like when you become like a I guess a John Cena type, not John Cena, but in that in that sphere of sports entertainment wrestling, as I think it'd be referred to. Is it more important to be physically, you can do all the physical things, or is it more important to be good with a microphone in your hand?
It's more important to be good at doing the stuff, because if you are, Brock Lesnar is a good example. He's just a genetic freak.
Yeah.
Just an absolute freak of nature. He was insane at all the athletic stuff, but he couldn't speak. So then they gave him a manager, just someone who literally just walked around with him and spoke into the microphone, cut promos on everybody.
That makes sense. Okay.
Until he like grew into it. So there's some, I mean, you got to have a combination of both eventually, but if you're just good on the microphone and can't do anything in the ring, you just don't really last very long.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah. Or you'll transition to something else, but yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So Green Bay Packers, they got a big win against the New York Giants.
Incredible.
Must win.
Yeah. Incredible win with probably the hardest stretch of their season coming up here, these next 3 games.
I mean, the rest of the season now is a gauntlet. So everything the Packers have done to this point, like whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, whether you think it's in the middle, everything's in the rearview mirror, and the rest of their season, they control their own destiny the rest of the way.
Yep.
If the Packers struggle against the good opponents in the divisional games like last year, they're going to miss the playoffs. If they have proven they've taken the next step and they got over the hump and they can win these divisional games, they could beat the Broncos and Ravens, they can beat teams like that, then they could win the division. Like they could go from first to fourth. Any spot they could finish here, which is exciting. It's going to be great stuff. It starts this week, and this is a great first test. So they got the Minnesota Vikings, which is far from a layup, but I think everyone would agree is the worst team in the division, right?
Probably, yes. For argument's
And
sake.
it's at home.
True.
Yeah.
True.
To entertain the argument, yes, Minnesota's the worst team in the division.
Like defensively, we know what they are. Just offensively, JJ McCarthy hasn't strung it together, obviously. I mean, it was a breaking news thing today that someone said the Vikings are going to stick with JJ McCarthy.
Where else would they go?
Exactly. That was also like the little side point. Like they feel like they have to do it. I'm like, oh, that's a fun little headline for them to read. I think they signed like Brahmsmer or something like that to their team.
Has anyone like ever given up on a quarterback that they have such high hopes on 5 games that they've played in the NFL?
Trey Lance, San Francisco, less than 5.
I guess, yeah.
He got injured and could never make it.
I guess, yep.
I mean, he was different, but remember when Matt Corral didn't even get a shot? Did he even play a game for them? Like they just drafted his replacement the next year.
Well, that's not the Panthers did that, right?
Yeah.
That's not the first time the Panthers did that. They drafted Jimmy Clausen and then immediately drafted Cam Newton the next year.
Yeah. I mean, the Browns are going to be doing it with one of their guys. Not that they drafted either of them super high, I guess, but I mean, they may bench both of their rookies for Deshaun Watson in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Cleveland's doing great. But let's talk about last game for a hot second. And then I think the key point to the Vikings game is going to be very clear. So let's start with the Giants while I pull up the injury report as well. I mean, this game, I don't know. Did it go as predicted? It was a struggle. It was a fist fight the entire time, and the Packers were they couldn't get any footing in the first half. Second half, they finally started to string some things together, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed this just being in the Packer fan sphere here in Green Bay is there's tons of people, right, that are Jordan Love's top 10 guy. He's he's a franchise quarterback. He's going to bring us back to the Super Bowl, all this. And I think I have a different opinion on that, but fine. That's fine. A lot of those people are saying, I like to see Malik Willis in the game. I like Jordan Love, but let's see what Malik Willis can do. And he comes in and throws that touchdown. People are happy that Malik Willis is out playing good football, which I get it, that you're rooting for your team and you're rooting for good football. But why are we saying that? I want to see what Malik Willis is doing. And we're also calling Jordan Love the guy who's going to win the Super Bowl for us.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna pull up a tweet from Aaron Nagler because I understand the people who wanted to see Malik Willis. I certainly was one of those people. I want to see more of Malik Willis, and now there's some people who think we could do a hybrid situation where we can have Malik Willis packages. I don't think that really works, but if we're gonna do that, just play them. But I don't know. I feel like this game in particular, yes, it was nice to see Malik Willis. I think everyone that I really heard from was like, felt like this was Jordan Love's best game of his career.
Yeah, I don't
understand.
I agree. I don't understand it. I don't think I don't think it was a bad game on his part, but this was a Jordan Love game.
No.
It was the exact same Jordan Love game that I've seen my entire life.
It felt like there's too many people watching highlights.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
With Jordan Love in particular, because his highlights look good, right? Like he can make some really good plays. He can, when he has a good highlight, like he whips it, and Christian Watson, that touchdown, nice. The ball was perfectly placed. It was a great high point on the ball by Watson. It looked beautiful. It looked exactly how good football looks. But there's no consistency across the board on this entire offense. But like, starts with offensive line, starts with Jordan Love. Receivers in this game were not running real routes half the time. Like, there's just a lot of bullshit in this game. And it's like, we gotta fucking figure that out, man.
Yeah. And I think part of that is part of a larger problem. And I mean, we've talked about it for years. You've brought it up for years. Going to the draft, anybody can look at a highlight reel and say, God damn, that's an NFL player. But that's not, that doesn't tell you shit.
Yeah,
everybody can have a great highlight reel.
Man.
Yeah. So I think that's part of just the times where everybody just looks at highlights, which sucks. I think my takeaway wasn't even about Jordan Love. It's like, okay, you don't come in to Carolina ready. Trap game. You shouldn't be doing that. Whatever. You're not ready for Philly. That's a problem. I don't think they came to play against the Giants. This has been 2 fucking weeks in a row. Your team didn't come to play. I mean, the drops, even Romeo Dobbs, I'll give him a pass, right? Because he's, I think, the best receiver on the team, uncharacteristic, but nobody came to play. Like, Isaiah McDuffie fucking tackled a guy, so he dropped the interceptions. Like, just drops left and right, bad blocking. It's like, this is week 3. You got embarrassed by Carolina, and we're still not, like, showing up ready to play. That's terrifying. Because, like you said, like, J.J. McCarthy will beat you. The Vikings will beat you if you don't show up to play. That's just how it works. It's the NFL.
In the same vein, Zach, as what you're saying with people saying that this was Jordan Love's like best game of his career, all that. We've also seen the take going around that this was Christian Watson's best game of his career, and he's bona fide wide receiver 1 on this team now. Even though he had like 4 catches for 44 yards or whatever it was.
I mean, I have 2 school of thoughts. I think it could potentially be his best game. I think he played well.
Yeah, I'm not saying right.
Like, I think this year in general is not even close by far his best year. He's playing so much better than he has ever played. And that's coming from someone who's not a Christian Watson fan. I just think he's playing really good football right now. He continues to, like, his route running is very suspect still, but he's an athletic freak. He looks confident out there. Looks like he's not really thinking. He's just playing football, which is good. Yeah, and he's catching the football. So, I mean, he's playing really well. He's blocking well, too.
Yep.
But with the biggest take on Love, I think, this game, everyone likes to make excuses for him. So the drops were a major issue. And that was the biggest issue in the game, in my opinion. I think it's totally fair. The biggest take is that Love can't catch the ball for them as well. I think that's funny, considering he almost never throws it on target. Maybe the receivers were surprised and they dropped it. Who knows? But there's no doubt that, like, there shouldn't have been that many drops, obviously. The drops were crucial, obviously. And if they caught those passes, the Packers score way more points. Like, those were drops on, like, 3rd downs. Those are drops that would have been 1st downs. Those were drops that were either on plays that would be momentum building or momentum destroying, and they just kept destroying this offense. So I understand that Jordan Love's stats would have looked way better if people just did their fucking job and catch the football. However, Aaron Nagler tweeted during the game, or after the game. Oh, sorry, day after the game. I just ... can't describe how fucking good Jordan Love was yesterday. Seeing it in person was like seeing your favorite group in concert. Total rock star. What are we doing? Like, we don't need to. I understand putting out positivity, but also putting out just fake bullshit also breeds just negativity.
Yeah,
like, it's just wrong.
Do you think he's ever had that take about watching Aaron Rodgers in person?
No.
Right.
I don't think he has this take in general. It's either a lie or he's stupid.
Yep.
Like, there's no two way about. Jordan Love played fine. He had good moments. He had bad moments. That's the Jordan Love experience. You know what? It was a really bad moment when he ran around, lowered his shoulder against a linebacker.
Yeah, I think
that was bad.
I think that comes as an issue with, and I like how, I like the Packers being the small town team that people, can, from bumfuck nowhere, can attach to, like, hey, they're blue collar guy, whatever. That's fine. I like that and everything. I think to that point, it's like, then people are like, it's fandom, and this is why fandom's incredible, because teams become like family members. It becomes like part of your life, where they just put everything they can into saying, like, we have the greatest thing of all time. Fuck you if you think any different. Yada yada, which is basically what Aaron Nagler is, right? He's just a fan who is probably an overzealous fan and does not really look at everything all at once. And I think that's an issue with the Packers. Which, again, fine. I'm fine with people being fans of teams. I'm never going to be, mad at people for being fans. But to your point, Zach, like, there needs to be some realistic ideas in when we talk about, we'll talk about football to a large audience of people that a lot of people are going to read your stuff and are going to use your same opinion when they're talking to their buddies.
Well, what's dangerous about that is I'm fine being a mark. I'm fine with the other people being marks. I watch professional wrestling, not much anymore. But I'm fine treating it as that guy actually just sucker. I mean, they power bombed a 90-year-old woman. I'm fine treating that like that was real. Yep. That's fine. They may have killed. I'm fine with truly recognizing the Undertaker's brother did bury him alive and kill him, and he came back to life to fight him at WrestleMania.
Right.
I believe that happened. I saw it. So that's fine. So I'm fine with people being like, Jordan Love's the fucking man. He's the next MVP. 27 years old, must mean he's a Super Bowl winner. I'm fine with that, but stand on fucking business and do that for everybody. Why are we selecting who we're doing that with?
Yeah, exactly. And I just because somebody had a better game in the past doesn't mean you can't talk like that about somebody. Like if Aaron Rodgers had 22 for 23 for 351 yards, doesn't mean you can't say that about him the next week. But like we've seen him, and again, I'm not saying this is all Jordan Love. We've seen him destroy fucking Dallas when not many people gave him a chance in the playoffs. I mean, we've seen him put up 40 against Dallas late. Again, say what you want about that. He was underthrowing balls, but his first start at home, he led an 18-point comeback in the fourth quarter. We are talking about beating a Giants team that just fired their coach, doesn't have Scattaboo, Dart, or any of these fuckers, and you win 27-20. Again, a lot of drops. He was 13 for 24. I mean, how many yards did he have? 174, QBR of 74, rating of 105.2. Again, I understand it's not all stats, but I mean, to your point, this seems like it's shit. We got to make sure he's propped up because he played fine, but I mean, this is the game you're hanging your hat on? I completely agree.
Just because you brought up his name, just to relate it to professional or to sports entertainment wrestling, Cam Scadden was a professional wrestler, like when he's done with football, right?
Did you see him? He was at.
Yeah, that's what brought it up in my mind.
Yeah, 100%.
He's kind of a weird.
People are upset that he was there too. That's so stupid. Let him have fun.
Yeah, have you seen him streaming? He's kind of an odd guy.
He's a weirdo. Yeah.
Is that like a fun weirdo? It's kind of a different weirdo.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
All right.
I hate small talk, so I don't like being in like a one-on-one conversation with anybody. It just kind of the boredom drives me insanely crazy. If I was to have like a one-on-one normal conversation with Cam Scatabo, I think I would actively choose to leave the situation.
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle it unless it's about football. Like I think we could both like get up for that and get excited about it. But if we had to talk about like if he was a cousin at like family Christmas, I would not be around him.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
He's weird.
Odd guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad's weird too.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy, and I'm not saying he is, but he kind of reminds you of the uncle at Thanksgiving that you don't want to be next to because you just got a feeling he's going to say that one racist thing that you got to be like, leave. Like, that's just the vibe he puts off.
Yeah, very interesting person. But yeah, so I don't know. This Packers team, we're going to find out a lot about them. Like we just talked about, they got a bunch of divisional games. They got, the non-divisional games are Broncos and Ravens. Broncos on the road, Ravens at home. It's a tough stretch. And if the Packers, don't get up to play, if they're not prepared, if they continue to look like they have, fuck winning the division. Like, good luck making the playoffs.
We talked about it all year. It's like this is what the Packers season hinges on. Starting with this Minnesota Vikings game to the end of the year. That's of course the end of the year always kind of gives you an idea of if team's going to make playoffs. That's very obvious to say, right? But really, I mean, assuming for sake of argument here that the Packers are a playoff team, I would say that they're probably above medium team in the NFC. Let's say they're a playoff team. These next stretch of what are we, week 12 of 5-6 games is really what this Packers team is going to be in the playoffs. Like, there's tough competition, man.
And by the way, this is I don't think I'm over exaggerating. I feel like this next month and a half is era defining for this era of the Green Bay Packers. Because if they crumble and miss the playoffs, like, where do you go?
Right.
What do you do from here? Do you bring everybody back and just try to pretend that did not happen and run it back? Or do you go scorched earth?
It feels like they pigeonholed themselves into doing that. I guess now that Murphy's out, maybe they can get away with that, with kind of, replacing pieces here and there. But really, as a whole, it feels like they pigeonholed themselves into, this is the team for the next 3-4 years.
Yeah. With the people they paid, with the way they constructed their roster, other than like wide receivers, maybe.
Right.
Like, that might just be a rotating door, because someone has to get paid and a lot of people aren't going to be able to be paid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at their schedule, we talked about it. Let's assume, right, because they're going to be the underdogs in all of them. They lose at Detroit, which they look like a fucking juggernaut. Broncos and Ravens.
Yeah.
That puts you at 6 losses. You have to beat one of the Vikings or the Bears twice to have a shot. So if you don't beat the Vikings this week, you're now hanging your hat on beating the Bears twice and beating the Vikings on the road. I'm not saying the Bears aren't chokers. I think they're a little overrated. Their 7-3 record is a little artificial. We all know that, but
not a real team.
Yeah,
that team can easily steal a game or two from the Packers. So, start now.
So, at this point in the UFC, I went back. I feel like I haven't watched. I haven't got much into UFC lately, and that's probably a fault of my own. Just not sitting down and doing it. But it felt like 5-6 years ago, like we had like the McGregor, we had the Khabib, we had like even Adesanya was kind of really in his prime there. Now it feels like those guys are out of their prime. Is there anyone right now in the UFC that is kind of not? Of course, nobody's ever going to be McGregor, right? Or Khabib, but is there anyone like totally in their prime that it's must watch every single time they fight?
The issue is there's some really, really good fighters. They just don't really have the personality like the other guys did. But like Islam Makhachev, I think, is up there. I think Pereira is insane. He's really good. But again, it's hard to have those guys who are non-first language English speakers be that guy. Other than like Khabib, who just fought this last weekend. Khabib's guy.
Who is?
What about the guy who lost, Jack Della Mandana, whatever? He's a pretty good fighter, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a good fighter, and he's kind of a cock. He can talk his shit, but even still, I don't think they really have those people at the current moment.
Is there any like heel? Like Colby Covington was an incredible heel for UFC. Is that around anymore?
I haven't been as into it the past few months either, so I don't have a good answer, but I don't think so. Like, I think for a minute there was who's the guy who just said he wanted to smash everybody? He was another one of those Dagestan people.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. He was the guy, like, during COVID, he had like 3 fights in like a month.
That's awesome.
Is it the guy without the eye?
No, he has an eye. He's the guy who had obviously he must have had a cleft lip. I don't know.
Here's
Go ahead, Trevor.
I can.
I was
figure it
just
out
gonna
real
say, we got to stop, and there's no way to do this. There are too many Dagestanis in the UFC. Like they're too fucking good, and they don't talk shit.
I agree.
And it's just fucking boring. Like it's like what I don't take this the wrong way, people. It's what I would imagine the MLB was like when they finally crossed the color barrier. What do you do? Because you have no fucking like the people that were there. You suck now. It is well past your time is gone. And they're great fighters, right? I can see that, but they're not good at talking shit, and that kind of ruins the whole spectacle.
Yeah,
Khamzat Chimaev is who I was talking about. He can talk shit, so I think he is good.
Right?
And
He does
I,
talk
I just, what was that?
He does talk shit.
Yeah. He's the guy who I think's the heel. I just looked up the rankings. He's actually number 4 on the pound for pound, which kind of surprises me. So the top 4 are Islam Makhachev, Ilya Tapura, who's awesome. He's really fun. Merab Dvalishvili, he's good. Khamzat Chimaev, and then Alexander Pantoja. Then we got Pereira, Alexander Volkanovski still there. Tom Aspinall's there. So decent guys. Max Holloway is still a fan favorite. He's up there. He's great.
So I don't like Merab, and that kind of brings me into my second question here is I don't like Merab because he's beaten Sean O'Malley twice, right? Am I ever going to get that high of Sean O'Malley again?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
He's so young. Like he could go on another title run, but I think his aura's gone.
He needs to like come back and like destroy whoever he fights next to get that aura back.
Like I almost think he would be better going to like PFL or something like that, which is such a insulting thing to say to him. Yeah. But like I think just going there and dominating everybody would be way more fun than him struggling here.
I know,
you know,
because he's one of those guys where I love everything about him. I've watched every one of his fights. It is like sad watching him get his ass kicked by Merab.
Yeah. UFC over, I mean, any sport because it's just actual fighting. When they get old and then you recognize they're old and it's like their life left their body, like the Nick Diaz moment when he came back to fight, like that was heartbreaking. Like I actually got like very, very sad.
It's like
it made me contemplate life myself. Liddell is bad.
That's like
Liddell is at least a bad person, so it was fun to watch him get his ass kicked. But
I'm a Chuck Liddell guy. I don't know why he's a bad person. Maybe I shouldn't hitch my wagon to him. But that speaking is like that's like Ben Roethlisberger's last 3 years in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, also Aaron Rodgers had some moments of it too.
Yeah.
We need
We need Dan Henderson back. That's what we need.
No, we don't.
Do we?
Love Dan Henderson.
You know who they need if they can teach her to talk shit. I want that Dakota Decheva chick, and I just want her to come in guns a blazing talking shit because she is kicking the shit out of people. And I understand it's PFL, but she looks dangerous. And I'm sorry, but the women's division, like Shevchenko's old, Nunes is gone. Who the fuck knows where Kayla Harrison is? They teased that fight with Nunes, and then that never happened. So.
The Kayla Harrison's good. I think she's going to end up being good. Shevchenko just fought this past weekend, though.
Yeah,
she's scary. She's terrifying.
She beat Whaley. She's already like 38, and she's still bashing fucking people.
If she's still with Kyler Murray, no wonder Kyler Murray's not playing. She probably just beats him.
Holy shit!
I think I just thought of the answer to my question of the guys who are still there. That it's like a household name that people can really get up for their fights. Who's the heavyweight guy that I love?
Tai Tuivasa.
No.
Daniel, not Cormier.
No.
Derek Lewis.
That is UFC.
Yeah, and he's incredible.
He might be a top 5 person in the world right now.
It was only 2 years ago. Right. But do you remember when they were gonna cut him and then he won that fight and then he like won the fucking title and they couldn't do anything with him?
Yeah. He's still ranked 8th in heavyweight, which says more about heavyweight potentially, but he's great. Love him.
Incredible.
Interesting. Tai Tuivasa is still 12th in heavyweight.
He hasn't won a fight in like 5 years, I feel like.
Doesn't have to. It's fine. Okay. Anything else to say about Packers Giants?
No.
Okay. Injury report. Packers have a third of their team on the injury report.
Literally.
So, yeah, literally, that's not a joke. So, players who did not practice today: Sevion Williams with a foot injury, Quay Walker with a neck injury, Josh Jacobs knee injury. He avoided serious knee injury, no structural damage. That's good. Still probably a couple of weeks out. Nate Hobbs knee injury and Carl Brooks ankle injury. For all the people, the rest of these are limited. We got Javon Bullard ankle, Edrin Cooper foot, Romeo Dobbs wrist, Matthew Golden shoulder and wrist. Keyshawn Nixon was sick. Micah Parsons pec, Zach Tom back, Lucas Van Ness foot, Christian Watson knee, and Dontavian Wicks calf. So big list of injuries for the Vikings, much shorter. The two players who did not practice were Will Fries and Jonathan Grenard. So they are good to go there. They just opened the practice window for Ryan Kelly. He was, he just returned to practice. He was concussed, so he's probably going to play. That stinks. So one team very injured, other team seemingly very healthy. I don't love that. Great news that Josh Jacobs isn't out for the season after that. That was terrifying. It's what we talked about preseason. It's what we talked about before last year too. Packers needed a running back too to sort of balance his workload and to complement him as a runner. They were really hoping Marshawn Lloyd would be that. I don't think we talked about this on the show 2 weeks ago, I think. LaFleur talking about Marshawn Lloyd basically said that he's not really close to returning yet. So at this point, I think you just have to operate assuming he's not going to be back this year. And then next year, who knows? But, at least Packers in the offseason need to go into the offseason assuming they have Josh Jacobs and Emmanuel Wilson and Chris Brooks. And if Marshawn Lloyd shows up, cool.
That's everything.
Yeah, like at this point, he can't be trusted, and it sucks. But this weekend, it's going to be the Emmanuel Wilson and Chris Brooks show. So any thoughts on the injury report that was just listed off there?
It feels, this seems to be a common theme when we do these injury reports. Is the Packers always have their guys are just the injury report just that much higher. I feel like I ask the question every time: do the Packers just report their injuries more or whatever? But no, it's like this feels like this Packers need a full team going because the Vikings are kind of in need of a win. Like they need a big win to really turn their season around. And if they have the whole, if they can, have their whole arsenal against the Packers half depleted arsenal, it's that's the momentum they need. And this is the team you don't want to give momentum to. Like if I always talk about it for like the Brewers, Trevor, like you always want the St. Louis Cardinals out. You don't want to see them in the playoffs. Kind of feels what the Vikings are. You want to get the Vikings the fuck out and not have to worry about them and deal with everything else in front of you. That's the first key to winning a Super Bowl is getting the Vikings the fuck out of the playoffs.
Yeah, we at this point we just gotta. If this is a rodeo, we got to tie one fucking cattle up at a time here. One calf up at a time. We gotta trap the Vikings in the corner here, get them out, and then we can concentrate on the Bears. Then we can beat the Bears twice.
Yep.
So that's all this is right now.
To your point, looking at their schedule, okay, if they beat Green Bay, at Seattle is tough, right? But then they play Washington, at Dallas, at Giants, and then they finish off with Detroit and Green Bay, which is tough, but both are at home. That's, they beat the Packers. They can go into the last 2 weeks, 7 losses, 7 teams getting in, easily doable.
The other big part about the Packers having a third of their team in the injury report is that it's week 12 and we are not going to get a first round bye. So it's from now until the Super Bowl. You got to go. Yes, every week. So that early bye stinks. It was a good time to regroup. Unfortunately, we didn't come out of the bye much. We came out more unhealthy and less focused. So that's the state of a immature team, I would say. But yeah, it's going to be a long road the rest of the way if the Packers pull off a miracle and actually get it going and go on a run, it will be well earned for sure, because there's a lot working against them right now, including themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about this game then. Packers, Vikings. Packers are favored at home by 6 points. The over-under is 41.5. So there's assuming not many points, and they're assuming Packers win. I think the assumption of not many points is warranted. I think points are going to be hard to come by. I think if you get a chance to kick a field goal, I think you kick it. And with that in mind, Packers need to start making field goals. All of a sudden, that's an issue again, which is not okay.
Yeah, history repeats itself. Yeah.
Especially when you have 2 kickers on roster, by the way. If you have 2 kickers, let's make field goals.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see T-Bomb. Shout out T-Bomb. He was in the chat last night. I'm petrified of the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think that I don't know if I've stated that enough. No matter how good they are, I'm always petrified of the Minnesota Vikings. Losing to the Minnesota Vikings sucks. It might be the worst. Well, I guess Packers don't lose to the Bears much. I guess they have recently, but losing to the Bears sucks. But that they're irrelevant to me. Like losing to the line or to the Vikings, that's the real kicker. Brian Flores is a maniac. I'm scared for Jordan Love in this game, given how the offensive line has played the last 3-4 games. This is a game where Jordan Love is going to have to. It almost feels like he's going to have to win the game by himself. I know people have been saying that, but realistically, he's going to have to get out of the pocket. He's going to have to play backyard football because, I mean, the Vikings can get to the quarterback rushing 4. If I know Brian Flores, he's sending 6. And so it feels like there's going to be an unaccounted rusher every single time that Jordan Love drops back. So go back. I've been saying it all year. Go back to that Pittsburgh game. Drew Brees football. Hitches all the way down the field, man.
I mean, you're queuing me up. I have film, and it's exactly that. I have Jordan Love under pressure, and I have the Vikings getting pressure.
Yeah.
Trevor, anything you want to say before we jump into that? Because I think that's the key to the game. We gotta have blitz beaters, and we gotta beat the blitz consistently. Because spoiler alert, the Vikings blitz more than anybody in the league.
Brian Flores is good at his job. Obviously, we all know that. 6-point spread is really interesting. I just looked it up. In the last 10 meetings, only 4 times have the Packers won by 6 or more points. And out of the last 5 games at Lambeau, the Vikings have won 3 of them.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're a betting man, and I think you take the Vikings cover the spread every day of the week, but again, it kind of goes back to the last how many weeks. What do you trust more? Do you trust who's going to win the trenches, right? Because that's probably who's going to win the game. You have to leave the last 3 weeks and say Minnesota's going to win the trenches. So then you think they're probably going to win the game. So does Jordan Love have enough, especially with the way his receivers have looked? No Josh Jacobs. Boy, it's tough, especially when the defense can't haul in a pass or Rashawn Gary can't get pressures. I mean, there's a lot going against them.
In talking about how it would suck to lose to the Vikings, this is important because, I mean, we talked about J.J. McCarthy. We talked about, has any team seemingly given up on a quarterback that quickly? Don't let this be that moment where they turn everything around. This is the franchise building moment. This is the career defining moment. We don't need to build up J.J. McCarthy. Let's continue to bury him into the ground. Let's make him a bust. If this is the moment where it's like he comes out, passes for 400 yards on the Packers, and it's like, oh, we got a guy. This is the guy for the future. This is the guy the Packers have to face for the next 2 decades. That's a nightmare. That's nightmare scenario. You don't want Kevin O'Connell with a quarterback for the next 2 decades.
Correct.
We want to give them every reason to doubt him, every reason to boo them, every reason to ask Kevin O'Connell about J.J. McCarthy at every press conference just to be another distraction. We need to stop them right here.
Yeah, there was a couple of years back, during it must have been Rodgers' 2014 year, an incredible year, where the Packers were just slaughtering teams. And I think there's 3 weeks in a row where coaches got fired because of the Packers. I think Wade Phillips was one of them. I think maybe Lovey was one of them, or who was the guy after Lovey? Whatever.
Trustman.
Trustman. And not to that degree, but it has to be to the degree of now there's actually people are questioning, right, if J.J. McCarthy's a guy, which I think are fair questions. I don't really love questioning if a rookie's a guy, and I guess he's not a rookie, but realistically he's a rookie, right? I don't love that. But if the noise is there, let's make the noise louder, to your point.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to. Okay, let's take a look at this. So really quick, Jordan Love, when he is pressured this year, he has completed 38% of his passes, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He has 26 first downs on a 129 dropbacks. So, needless to say, not good under pressure. The Vikings lead the NFL with a 44% blitz rate, and they're second in hurry rate. So they're blitzing a lot, and they're having success with that. This is every time Jordan Love was under pressure during the Giants here. We're not going to watch all these, but just to give you an idea, incomplete, scrambles right, hurt during the play, short for 10 yards, incomplete, sacked for -6 yards, short for or incomplete, sorry. Excuse me, there's too many. Pass for 9 yards, incomplete, pass for 33, that was a good one, and then sacked. So not much success. Let's take a look at this first one just to see if there's any panic. Let's just see how the offensive line's looking. If you need me to pause it, go back, let me know.
Showing blitz.
Yes, and the Vikings are going to show blitz a lot, and they are going to blitz other people. So it's going to be a lot of diagnosing at the line versus the Vikings, which we'll see in a second. So not much there. Got pressure, sort of panicked through it. There was nobody open. He at least didn't chuck it into triple coverage. No videos.
Good.
What's going on? Good job, NFL. I mean, fair enough. Let's not even show that play, apparently. Okay. This one is an incompletion. Let's see what he does here.
Rushing 5.
Oh, this was a good play.
What is 81 doing on this play? Did he whiff and I'm not an idiot, or am I completely missing what the hell he's supposed to be doing on this play?
81 here?
Yep.
Okay.
It kind of like, is he just supposed to get in the way? Is he supposed to chip? I don't know, because he's in the slot, so I'm confused.
So this is what is called here. So what the Packers are doing is they're making it look like a straight drop back for Jordan Love. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to drop back, but it's a called rollout. Mm-hmm. So it's a drop back rollout, and he is there to essentially trap block this guy, is what you can think of. He's essentially just making sure he doesn't come back. He's letting him come inside intentionally. So he did his job. He just didn't fully do it, but he is intentionally letting him cross his face. So he wants him to go inside, and then he is supposed to meet him there. He's supposed to step in and pop him right there.
Because, I mean, I saw that, and then it's like, dude, like, I understand you're on your guy, but there's like your teammates in your lap. Get out of the way. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You got to get it's the same way with like a trap block running at the line of scrimmage. Like, you need a hit here because we can't have any wasted movement from this guy. He needs to come flat. If he's going around you, the timing of the play and everything's already disrupted, and he bumped him actually. So yeah, he intentionally let him come in, but he needs to meet him at the line of scrimmage and hit him right there, because that's the easiest time to hit him too. He's coming up field, hit him in the side and knock him down here.
He's not even looking at you.
Right. So then these two are clearing out, obviously. The hope is you get him here into a little speed
and just make a move
sideline.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't necessarily love that play, but it's not terrible.
I think the Giants
Dobbs drop.
Right. Regardless, Jordan did a really good job at making this guy miss, and he put it on the money. Yeah, making a miss there. That was great. Kept his eyes downfield. Had a perfect throw. And looking at Dobbs here, too, I think he was expecting contact. He jumps for no reason.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell there a little bit, but he leaves his feet and drops it. I don't know. Not good, obviously. But Jordan Love did good. Certainly things to clean up at the line of scrimmage. Regardless, you have to finish the play. So that one's not on Jordan, obviously. Pressure coming in, scrambling. This is where he gets hurt, I think. Yeah, lowers his shoulder there. No reason for that.
Gruden's pissed about that.
For why?
Slide.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's no point. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Are you going to break the tackle and keep running? What's the point?
Good jump by Carter.
Oofda. Okay, so this is something that can't happen. D-end is lined up here. Rasheed Walker can't let him go inside of him. Like, that's the one movement you can't have happen here.
I mean, Abdul Carter knew the snap count there.
Yeah, that too. But you can't let that happen, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, the Vikings are going to have some insane alignment, and there's going to be so many one-on-ones and
can you go back to that
3-on-3s. Yes.
Again, this is not, and of course this is, Monday morning recliner quarterback. But can you pause it as soon as like Carter gets to Love? I think that's Abdul Carter.
I think so, yeah.
And pause. Okay, go back a little bit. Even right here, even before that. I mean, I know that the read is the middle of the field, right? I mean, but look at Emmanuel Wilson.
I mean, that's for sure where it needs to go. Because
right here is Emmanuel Wilson.
Well, yeah, there's absolutely nothing else open. There's no winning any of those routes.
Right. So
if you're throwing it to Dobbs, the ball has to be out
now. Yeah.
Now.
I assume Dobbs is the read, right? That's the route. That's what they're looking for, trying to open that seam. But again, you can look. I know it's only a couple seconds, and playing quarterback's a really hard position. But it's what separates the good players from the elite players, right?
Is this quarters coverage? Like, why are we running a seam on quarters?
Right.
Well, and I mean, Zach, you kind of hit it on the head when you said the ball needs to be out now. It's well and dandy. This is a 10-yard catch on this game. That's one of those balls that a cornerback or a safety jumps and they're housing it.
Yeah. Yeah. We got lucky multiple times in this game that the Packers were playing backup.
Oh, boy, Jordan Morgan.
Did he get happy feet there? Looked like it.
Look at Jordan Morgan on this play.
Yeah, I know. That is Dexter Lawrence, folks. He is very good.
He just shopping carted him, and oh man.
Yeah, the Vikings have two very good defensive tackles, by the way.
Yep.
Not sure how many more of these we need to watch, but I mean, here's a sack we can watch.
Brian Burns is a manimal. Another great get off, like you said, Luke. He knows the snap count for sure. Well, that's not really a sack, but yeah.
No, but keep your feet. Goes back to the Jordan Love not having good feet whatsoever.
That's a huge run if he can just go straight.
I mean, we saw how different the Packers offense looked when they ran stuff under center when Malik Willis came in the game.
Yep.
Like, that's the LaFleur offense, man. That's what we need to be running. We can't do it with Jordan Love because his footwork isn't any good. Okay, so clearly Jordan Love not good under pressure. Offensive line not really holding up. Now let's look to see what the Vikings are doing. These are going to be all plays where the Vikings blitz. And I just want you to see what let's actually.
Yeah.
I hate the Vikings, but their defense is so fucking fun to watch.
Trevor, I'm happy you said it because I was just about to say this is blasphemy to say this. If I wasn't a Packer fan, I think I would love the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Brian Flores is the man.
Yeah.
This first play is insane because there's miscommunication on the Vikings defense, so they didn't even know where to line up. So just imagine having to block this. Because, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Offensive lineman's trying to count. Look how narrow the line splits are. And he's like,
not even in their stances.
Look at 51. Like
61 and 97 looks so much bigger than everybody else.
Okay, watch Cashman here. He's really good, by the way. He's over here. He's like, where am I lining up? Where am I going? Boom, runs her out.
Find the hole. That's Travis Kelce. Find the weak spot in the defense. That's what that was.
And Caleb Williams did actually a pretty good job. Gave this guy a chance. Overthrow, but put it where only he could get it. Jordan
Caleb
Love.
Williams overthrow? Fucking how? Crazy.
Okay. So looking at how the Vikings are lining up here, they will throw a million different looks at you. So right here, we got head up center. We got, looks like head up tackles. And then we got ends outside of that. We got a couple linebackers stacked up here. Who do we think is blitzing? This is a blitz. We know all of these plays are blitzes. Who do we think's going?
It's a great question.
I'm going to say
Like,
Ivan Pace.
It looks like Zero is closer to the line of scrimmage, so I'll say him.
Okay. Okay. And you think all of these guys up front are going or no?
The edges are coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
15's coming back, I think. No, he's coming.
Neither linebacker's blitzed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And watch, they're
He passes
spying.
them off Swift there perfectly.
Pace has Swift, and then Cashman's spying.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Really good defense.
Great defense. There's a couple coming up that are just ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how the Packers are going to defend it.
In all purple, too, this is terrifying as a quarterback.
I know. So looking at this, we got a very wide D tackle here between guard and center. We got an end even further wide out, almost covering a wide receiver. Then we got a linebacker here. We got Cashman in the middle. So we got guard and tackle on 1-2 here. We got Kyle Monungai knowing that there's blitzers coming, so he's eyeing up this guy and trying to eye up this guy. Center has to block down just to make sure he doesn't come in the middle here, and then he's going to try to watch this linebacker to make sure nothing leaks through, and then tackle has to be one-on-one here. That's essentially the blocking assignments here. Who do we think's blitzing? Again. And by the way, Van Ginkel's here.
Yeah,
yep. That seems like a Van Ginkel play. He is terrifying.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
I mean, Van Ginkel has to blitz, right, to set the edge? Or has to at least come?
I mean, there will be times he'll blitz from seemingly nowhere, and then there's times he's damn near playing safety. Right. So, who knows? Okay, so this guy, free blitzer, and you see how wide they, like, we just talked about Rasheed Walker letting someone get inside of him. We got Banks here for us, who's horrendous. And then, oh, by the way, Josh Jacobs is out. So talking about running back pass protection, Emmanuel Wilson's not very good. I imagine we see a lot of Chris Brooks in this game. But even still, our running back's going to have a lot of importance in this game pass protecting. Because as you can see, not only does the tackle have to come out to this end, he has to get wide out to this end.
Yep.
And that just creates a natural, I mean, he doesn't have to separate. It's just a track. He's got his feet in blocks, essentially. Let's get off the snap here. Monungai did a damn good job, but not good enough.
You know, it's like that line in Deadpool, thank God I'm wearing the brown pants. That's Monungai, because he was fucking screaming.
Yeah, and he stuck his head in there, did everything great, honestly. This looks like one of the more normal offensive or defensive sets.
Yep.
But even still, I mean, look at this. I guess it's 3-4. Head up center, head up tackle, head up tackle. We got a D end so far out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so this tackle knows he has to get out here.
Which 55 is just going to fill that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and 73 gets smoked.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Do that smoke too.
We just watched Jordan Morgan do that.
Yeah.
Our guards are going to be put through the fucking ringer in this game. They better pack a lunch. It's going to be a disaster. And that's why, like, Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, we can't be running these plays all day.
Well, and here's the thing, too, right?
Caleb Williams should have struggled down. But
the Bears struggled offensively, barely won this game. Does anybody think Matt LaFleur can even hold Ben Johnson's jockstrap in terms of calling an offense?
I mean, I think he can call some of those good dink and dunk plays, but we have to stay patient. We can't just get bored and then chuck into triple coverage. That's been Jordan Love's thing. That's been a lot of inexperienced quarterbacks where it's like, just take the check down, take the 4 yards every single play, and don't get antsy. Vikings are banking on you getting antsy and making a mistake. double linebacker here, doing a twist in the middle.
Cross blitz, yeah.
First step is here, and then he's going to come this way, creates that separation. And then when that's so fun, Jesus Christ. So first step was here to get the center off balance, and then jabs back this way. That creates separation. This guard knows, oh shit, they're talking. I got to come over to stop him. So he comes over this way, and then this linebacker is on a delay twist around. Bears handled it really good. They had a nice slant there.
Nice play by Caleb Williams there.
Yeah, but man, this is every play, man. Like I said, the Vikings blitz at the highest rate in the league. So we're watching all these blitzes. It's going to be every play, and it's a different look every play.
This is a 6-1 defense right now.
I remember this play. This is a very fun one.
A 6-1 defense.
Here's my question. Is there any reason for the Vikings not to blitz on every single fucking play?
No, might as well. If the ball has to come out quickly. So as long as you can tackle in your secondary, as long as the D-backs can tackle, then you're good to go. Who do we think's blitzing here?
I think everyone but 51 is coming here.
Everyone but 51? Okay.
I think 51's screaming too. I think it's fucking everybody.
Well, now it kind of looks like 7 is blitzing way off the edge here too.
Mm-hmm.
7 is looking at chops.
This is, when I was watching plays, this is one of my favorite ones. This is very, very fun. I don't think the Vikings get home. Yeah, it's a pass for 5 yards, but this is a very fun play. I'll just let it roll.
Yeah, everybody. I guess Van Ginkel dropped.
Oh,
there's a double.
I remember this
after
play.
all of this, after this line formation here, it was a double corner blitz. If it was a rollout whatsoever, they would have been screwed. He's lucky he rolled out this way, because if he went this way, he would have been smoked. And then coming back this way, he almost got smoked there. This is a Jordan Love tip pass for sure. He always throws it into this guy. 10 times out of 10, Jordan Love gets tipped here.
Yeah, that was a good play from Caleb Williams.
Yeah, athletic play for sure. But yeah,
I remember watching that on
like,
TV, and I did not see that double corner blitz like this.
The before the game, media meets with LaFleur and all of that during the week. The word of the week last week was discipline.
Yep.
And they came out with penalties. They came out with drops. They came out with all of that. We are one of the least disciplined teams in the league. This week, we have to be disciplined. This week, we have to have good communication because, man, we're just not good enough to out-scheme people, and we're not smart enough to outsmart them. The Vikings are going to try to outsmart us, and they're better on defense. So, our offensive line needs to communicate. It's going to be very difficult. Very difficult. And
Yep.
Bears have a really good offensive line, a really senior offensive line.
Yep.
Who's going to take charge for the Packers? Elton Jenkins isn't out there. Who's going to take charge in the huddle and communicate up front? I don't know who that
Sean
can be.
Ryan, of course.
Right? Has anyone ever heard his voice before? What do we got here? So again, they love this. They love going head up tackle with somebody out wide. Van Ginkel looks like he's coming here, which is terrifying. And he is.
Look
Kind
at the
of.
way
He came on a
he
delay.
runs at the get off too. He runs like a psychopath, pumping those arms.
Well, that's the thing. He came off so hard to get him kicking out really hard because this guy's coming over. He's actually not actually
Really
blitzing hard here.
Concept.
Yeah, see how quickly he eased up?
That's this idea of
Jesus Christ.
Great tackle too.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
This idea of having the ends just bring that tackle, and I guess it's really not that kind of crazy of a concept, but look at Van Ginkel here, right? He's way out on the edge. He's going to come down and kind of crash in, right? And that creates such that huge gap that you can run a semi truck through. It's kind of like the opposite, right? Of Jonathan Taylor running the football right now, where the truck can go one way. It's the truck coming the other way. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and the quarterback is trying to read this too. So, like I said, when he comes out really hard here, that tackle comes out, but then he eases up and he's just watching the ball. He's just playing it. He's waiting for Caleb Williams to pick a side because other people are crashing in because they're good. So he's getting pressure here. So Caleb Williams sees this big space here talking about last play. And it's like, oh, is he going to come outside or is he going to cut inside? And Van Ginkel was prepared for both of them because he's that good of a player.
And Van Ginkel's only one side. Look at the tall motherfucker on the left, too.
Yeah. They're everywhere. Came off hard here, here. Center's getting beat in the middle.
I was just about to say that would have been a really good screenplay. Thank goodness they ran it.
Well, on top of this, like, pause. Right now, the safety that's right on the Vikings' face, like, it feels like, just throw someone across the middle of the field, it's an easy completion, right? The safety is kind of cut that off on this side because he can jump forward now and go the other way. I guess 80 Loveland, if you throw just a quick pass to him there, I guess that's open. But the Vikings do a great job of kind of closing that middle incredibly fast when it looks like things are wide open.
Yeah. Vikings are another like really fast, athletic defense. This is what the Packers defense theoretically could be.
Yeah.
If we had more of a athletic end than Rashawn Gary, like we could run a lot of similar concepts. But like if you put Rashawn Gary, 2 yards outside of the end, it just doesn't work, right? But yeah, screen.
Yeah, good play call.
Good play call. We got a good center out here. Yeah.
I always love it, and it's not the offensive lineman's fault, obviously.
Let's watch Van Ginkel really quick. How did he get over there? He's
a monster.
Van Ginkel makes a tackle.
Yep.
Monster, man.
Here's the thing about screens that I love is it's when the running backs don't follow the offensive lineman, right? Because guys are bearing down on them. So then the offensive lineman's just running. It looks like he's doing jack shit because he's just not fast enough to get there. That's one of my favorite plays. It's not the offensive lineman's fault that he can't beat the running back, obviously, but I like seeing big guys just kind of lost in space, acting like, I don't know, throw a hand here.
Well, remember Royce Newman? Whenever he got in space, he would only hit our own players. Like he was glued to us. He was attracted.
I want Royce Newman a tackle in this game.
Sure, might as well.
So, talking about the Vikings here, I think all three of us are kind of in the mindset that the defense it's a really scary team. This is a really scary game for the Packers. We've talked about this defense. We've talked about the pass rushers. We've talked about J.J. McCarthy. We haven't mentioned maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL on the team as well.
Right, and he's been verbal in his frustration.
What better way to get that J.J. McCarthy, Justin Jefferson thing going than against your bitter rival stealing a game at Lambeau Field?
And Jordan Addison is good too. Jalen Naylor's had some great games.
TJ Hawkinson's been bad this year because he's
still
he's a good player. Yeah, Adam Thielen's there. If Adam Thielen's barely playing, if he goes out there, he can get open.
Green Bay.
Yeah,
kill Green Bay.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to mention that, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we saw Tracy run the ball pretty darn well against the Packers last week. Rico running the ball well. Aaron Jones is going to run the ball well. Aaron Jones is going to be a receiver out of the backfield. So this is going to be a difficult game. All of this to say the Packers are favored by 6, 41.5 over under. To Trevor's point, Vikings +6 is for sure my pick if I'm betting. For my prediction for the score, I will go Vikings win. I think it's a low. I think both offenses really struggle. So I'm going to go Vikings win 20-13.
Yeah, it feels like a classic NFL, or NFC North game. Yeah, I think we're all in the same mindset, right? That if you put a gun to my head and you made me bet this game, the bet is Vikings +6. I think that's probably everybody. That should be everybody's mindset that knows anything about football. What does Vegas? I keep saying this, but what does Vegas know? I think I'm beating Vegas on this one. I'm thinking Minnesota +6 as well. I think it's a close game. I hate to take your score prediction, Zach, 2013, but that's what it feels like. It feels like 21-14, grind it out, and whoever scores last, maybe that score last comes in the second quarter. It feels like whoever scores last in this game wins it. This is a game where when I think I have a different opinion than people on this, but when we win the coin toss against games that I think are tough or, you might lose the game, I'm always in favor of receiving the ball and coming down and putting 7 on the board right away. If you can do it, I think that works great. I know that, right, the idea, right, is just to figure out what the game is at halftime. Then you can kind of figure out the offense from there. This is a game where I think you start with the ball and you run like some wacky, double pass off the bat and catch this defense off guard because, like we've been saying, they're licking their chops. This offensive line's been bad. Put the guys into a position where, you throw something out to Emmanuel Wilson, throws it back to Jordan Love, and you hit Christian Watson wide open on an 85-yard post route to start the game.
If he catches it this time. But
yeah,
yes,
that's all good if it works. If it doesn't work, then it's like, oh, we started the game with the ball, and we threw a pick six.
100% agree with you.
Or if there's 3 and out.
If there's a time to do it, it feels like this is a time. Like, even though the Packers won the Giants, who is feeling comfortable about this Packers team right now?
Yeah, your score prediction was right on the money. I was thinking 21-13 when we came into here. So Minnesota +6. Luke, is that your guarantee of the year? You haven't used it yet.
No, it's college basketball. You got to get into it. I usually do it about the first month of college.
Yeah, you're slacking a little bit here.
I know.
True. I was trying to see quickly where the money is on this game, but I can't figure out the website. But I assume money is going to be pretty heavily on the Packers even still, even with the -6. But yeah, I can only assume low scoring game. I think it's going to be relatively warm out, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. We'll see about wind, but boy, got to make your kicks in this game because it could definitely come down to that too. And so far, Packers aren't doing that.
Trevor, my guarantee of the week, I got it. I look at the slate of games tomorrow for college basketball. It's Memphis at Purdue, Purdue -15.5. It's Purdue -15.5 game of the year. People are finally figuring out that Penny Hardaway is not a good coach. Memphis sucks this year. Purdue is going to win the national championship. This is a Purdue 30 ball game.
Well, first of all, Purdue's not going to win the national championship, but they will kick the shit out of Memphis. Yeah. Penny Hardaway is the most fraudulent coach that college basketball has seen in the last 30 years.
Yep.
Okay. You heard it here. You heard a lot here. What a show.
We hit a lot of topics.
We did. Go to volume1.org.
We cover everything.
Go sign up for a bunch of email addresses. I'm sure you got burner ones that you look at stuff on there that you shouldn't. Use that to vote for a Lombardi Sweep, the Flurry Sports podcast, and then either Fantasy Football by Committee or the I Don't Think So podcast. I think you can vote for up to 3. So use all your votes on ours for sure. If we can sweep the category, wouldn't that be something?
Be nice.
1, 2, 3. I would be insufferable there. Please do that. That would be it would be an obnoxious display.
Again, I know firsthand I may or may not have cast 30 votes on my own. There's no shot that we lost to a podcast with 500 subscribers. No shot.
No.
So we got 30.
No shot.
Right
we do it
there,
twice.
Allegedly. So
yeah,
we got good odds.
Yeah. We'll see. And we caught it this year. This is the earliest we have ever caught this.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually 48 hours left. The timer is on. Oh shit. This time, not even me. Jake messaged me and said, "Hey, it's that time again. First day." I'm like, "Oh my God, we're on our shit this year. This is the first time ever." The time that we got nominated for like the legit podcast awards against 30 for 30, it was like 72 hours. You got to go. We got to get everybody we know to beat 30 for 30. It was insane.
Is this the best time of the year right now? Right.
Yep.
We have Thanksgiving football coming up. We have Thanksgiving. We have fall transitioning to winter. We have
college basketball tournaments
going. We have college football playoffs coming in, and we have the Chippewa Valley podcast awards coming up.
And
that's all it is.
You know what this is going to be, Luke? You'd get this the most. This is going to be the Here Damn Volume 1 awards, like when Joel Embiid got MVP. You're going to be like, all right, you're complaining too much. Here, shut up. Leave us alone.
Yeah, that's true, because this is a threat. If we don't win, all the votes that you didn't count, all those email addresses, we're going to be sending some mass spam emails your way.
We will also remove ourselves from consideration for the foreseeable future.
True. If I ever win, then after that, I'm just going to walk up there with tape over my mouth. I'm not even going to be able to give a speech, and that's on you guys. So, like, you got to figure it out here.
You got to piss on it like Kanye did with the Grammy.
We have 20,000 YouTube subscribers, pretty much. There's no fucking shot, man. No shot.
flurrysports.org. Please go and do that. It's worth it. The content you're going to get if we win is worth it. I promise you. It will be insufferable. It'll be incredible. And it gives me the power to really dive into the darkness, the deep secrets of Raising Cane's, which are coming.
And we're showing up to the awards too. And by we, it's probably you and Jake, but that's still
I'll go.
Incredible.
Everybody. Yeah, we can get everybody there. Screw it.
I will say, if listening over the last couple weeks, if you listen to the podcast, please go to YouTube and watch it. We've been doing a lot of film, a lot of visual stuff. I think it's definitely worthwhile to go and watch the actual video.
Yes, if you are listening to us breaking down film, bless you.
Yeah.
But I would go watch it if I were you. If you want to just, we do a good job, I think. It's much easier to talk about football when you can look at it.
Yep.
Much easier. Like just talking, there's no way to describe this Brian Flores defense without looking at it.
Is there anything that's easier to talk to without looking at it?
No.
I guess.
I mean,
no, I'm not going to.
There's some disgusting people out there.
Yeah.
That I'd rather not look at. I'd rather just talk about them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tua. For one.
And that's where we are.
Good start of the list.
Okay.